Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning in to the energies of March 2025, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers are always welcome. What's hidden from Pisces? What's hidden from Pisces that would be helpful? There we go. Wow, that was interesting. Feels like there's a lot of resistance to what's hidden. All right, what's in the outcome and advice? Next steps for Pisces. Thank you. Okay. All right, Pisces, the overall energy of your reading is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Not feeling blessed, feeling burdened, emotional, not feeling in alignment. What's this about? What's the Nine of Cups in... Thank you. Yeah, there's some imbalance with Temperance in reverse, Ten of Wands reverse, Seven of Swords, Knight of Wands. Emotional imbalance here. It feels like you're... There's an impatience here with Temperance reverse and Ten of Wands reverse, feeling very burdened. Around lying, cheating, stealing, or there's a need to be tactical and take action. There's a need to say less at this time. This feels tactical. Okay. There's a need to take action on something, but first it feels like saying less and discerning something. Getting out of whatever mode you've been in, because there's something about saying less and listening so you can take action. Jeez, what's this about? What's the emotional imbalance? Yeah, anxiety, Six of Swords reverse, Queen of Pentacles. Walking on eggshells. Someone's really nervous, impatient, out of balance, emotionally out of balance. And they're burdened with emotions, with feelings. Who's the Queen of Pentacles? Who's the Queen of Pentacles? Oh boy, wow. Okay. We've got the King of Pentacles coming up. 4 cards after the Queen of Pentacles. They're both upright. The Queen of Pentacles is showing up with her back turned, but they're both upright. So the Queen of Pentacles is nervous, dysregulated. There's a need to get out of the house, to make a move. That's what I'm getting. That's the second time I've gotten it's time to take action. It's getting close to go time is what I'm getting. Moon card, again, there's all these emotions coming up. These are intense emotions. Hidden emotions. It feels like it's nervous energy. It's overwhelm. It's feeling very out of balance and very out of alignment. Overwhelm in emotion. What's interesting is we've got Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Tower, Five of Wands in reverse. The Tower is when two people have gone inside this tower and they start building the tower around them, creating a false reality, separate from reality. And so when that lightning comes in and strikes the top of the tower, epiphany, crown chakra, aha, the false reality is destroyed and the two people that created that false reality fall out. It's done for them so they can deal with the reality of the situation. So it feels like what I'm tuned into here is there's the Queen of Pentacles is looking to leave, is very anxious, wanting to leave maybe the relationship, is looking elsewhere, maybe mentally has already kind of checked out and moved on. And the King of Pentacles with Four of Wands, it doesn't feel like this happy joy moving to the next level is with the Queen of Pentacles. It feels like some false reality is collapsing for the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, it feels like the Queen of Pentacles is looking for the exit, looking to move on, is very nervous, walking on eggshells type of energy. The King of Pentacles feels like they're already exploring other options with people. It's kind of what I'm getting. We've got lying, cheating, stealing coming to light, a tactical Seven of Swords, and to take action. It feels like whatever false reality that the King of Pentacles has created, it's collapsing. Wow. Yes, okay, coming out as a challenge, we have Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups. I feel like the King of Pentacles is exploring their options, creating a very painful ending. It feels like the King of Pentacles is just pulling their energy away, pulling their maybe finances. They're not working on ending a relationship, putting the work in, putting the effort. They're creating a false reality. Instead of ending a relationship, they're just exploring their options. They don't want to fight. They don't want to put in the work and the effort into ending a relationship. It feels like this person, the King of Pentacles, is already... It feels like they've already gone into another relationship, creating kind of a false reality. Everything's fine. I'm happy. This is fantastic. And it feels like I'm tuned into Pisces, your energy, being more of the Queen of Pentacles, and feeling very out of alignment. Maybe you attune to the King of Pentacles, centered the King of Pentacles in your experience so much so that now you're out of alignment. It looks like you've spent a lot of time in this relationship, if this is resonating, Pisces, trying to heal, trying to find balance, trying to heal this relationship, centering this person, taking on the burdens. Fix it mode, fixing, healing, waiting for this relationship to work out. And there's a need to be tactical and get out of that fix it mode and just see what's really happening. Don't look and listen. So with that fix it, I know how to help this, I know how to work this, I know how to fix this. Instead, there's a need to listen and see, to discern what's going on. Not fix it, because it feels like there's a need for you to really see what's going on, the reality, so you can take action on the reality of the situation. With the Moon card, there's a lot that's been hidden. I haven't even gotten to what's hidden in this reading, and there's a lot that's hidden, it feels like, from the King of Pentacles. It feels like third parties just creating happiness elsewhere, a false reality. Instead of working on this relationship, this person feels like they just explore their options. They don't put any of work in, and this is such a betrayal. What's interesting is this person, it feels like they're like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to be held accountable for the reality that I've created and the false realities I've created. This person, let's move on. I feel frustrated by this type of mentality, because it feels like if that's what this person really wanted, then they should be open and honest about that's the type of relationship they want. It feels like they told you that they wanted this relationship with you, and that's why it's so frustrating, because you've put in maybe months, years, some of you decades worth of your time and attention trying to fix, uphold, keep this from falling apart. And so it feels in the least frustrating, so frustrating, and rage that this person doesn't care. They're not interested, and I don't know if they ever were, in putting in the work and the effort. It feels like that's what they wanted from you. All right. In what's hidden, we've got Three of Pentacles, King of Wands in reverse. What's the Three of Pentacles is collaboration, working together, really good work, doing exemplary, fantastic work, and others appreciating your work, others wanting to collaborate. This is a very collaborative energy. It looks like you have worked since childhood to heal from trauma, heal from codependency, toxic energies. And you have. With Three of Pentacles, it feels like you've put the work in to detach from codependency. It feels like there's a potential for you to really heal from whatever it is that makes trauma bonds, codependency, toxic, addictive relationships appealing. Boy, King of Wands reverse and now King of Cups reverse. There's a need to take a leap of faith, start a new cycle, to pull your energy from Kings in reverse. This feels like no communication. Pulling your energy away, letting go of immature people who are immature, and people who are, I heard cowards. The coward energy is the King of Wands in reverse, someone who's hiding who they are instead of standing on business. This is who I am. This is someone who knows their actions and their behavior is not upright. It's cowardice. It's reckless. It's careless. Being so immature that they want what they want. I get the feeling that this person, this King of Pentacles energy, feels like they can do what they want, maybe because they have finances, stability, security. They feel like it feels like this person in this relationship, is, if this has been resonating and you're like, yes, this is mine, that this King of Pentacles, this is the relationship they wanted. This is the relationship working. You not being happy, you constantly being in a fix-it mode, trying to heal, trying to balance, trying to help heal this person, uplift this person, carrying the burdens of the relationship. It feels like that's what this person wanted. You provide them with a good look, stability. They look upright. They have you standing next to them, making them look like they're not doing what they're doing. This person is benefiting from your magical, loving energy. They don't give anything back. They don't invest in you, in the relationship, and they're cruel, mean. They explore other options. They don't respect you or this relationship. It feels like they're becoming more and more immature. The longer they're in this relationship, there's no maturity. There's no growth. This person just wants what they want. But they don't have the courage to stand on business and say what they want. They lie and deceive and manipulate emotions to get what they want. That's not upright. Anything else in what's hidden? Again, I feel this anger. It feels like if you are feeling this anger, this rage, to allow this anger to rise in you and clear like a fire, like a pier of fire, to clear away any beliefs that keep you stuck to this person, any cords that allow this person to drain your energy, allowing that fire to give you the energy to choose something different, the energy to heal from this connection, the energy to take a leap of faith towards what you would prefer. All right, in the outcome and advice, we have two different packs of information that came out. One's Magician reverse, 10 of Pentacles reverse. This person lied and said that this relationship would lead to your happily ever after. Feels like when you dated this person, they were like, yes, yes, totally. We're thinking this, and it was amazing to have someone saying, yes, I'm in agreement. I want the same thing you want. Oh my gosh. And it was like magic, because they weren't telling you the truth of what they wanted from a relationship. The truth was they wanted to hook you into the relationship they wanted to have. And once they hooked you in, they did a bait and switch. And got you to believe that you were working towards your happily ever after. You got to work a little harder. You got to shift who you are. This person put themselves in a position and convinced you to center them in your experience and make your life about them. So all your energy is going towards them, towards the relationship. And then they don't give anything. It feels like they give less and less as the relationship goes on, diminishing returns on your investment. But instead of you saying, you're not putting any energy into this, I'm going to go elsewhere, instead it got you working harder to try to get this person back in. This is what they were creating the whole time. Bait and switch. This person wants to block you from ever having that happily ever after with anyone else, anywhere else. They're not going to give it to you in this relationship because they can't. They have no idea how to be the person they said they were going to be. They could never. All right, the second packet of information is 8 of Wands reverse, 5 of Wands, Hermit reverse, 2 of Swords reverse. It feels like you are staying stuck in this relationship, this very chaotic environment, because there's a fear of being alone. It feels like you are choosing this person and this toxic way of relating because the alternative is being alone and you don't want to be alone. Your challenge is Ace of Cups. Your challenge is learning how to love yourself, not needing someone else to validate your worth, your value, your lovingness. It looks like in childhood you were trained away from loving yourself and caring for you. It looks like in childhood you might have centered your parents, how they were feeling, chased after them. Constantly we're trying to heal them, keep them happy. And you might have chosen a romantic partner, marriage, relationship that felt familiar to your nervous system. Centering someone else in a relationship, focusing on them, trying to make someone else happy. I feel like this is the person you married, or whoever this King of Pentacles in this relationship is. They're just a very chronically out of alignment, unhappy person. And it feels like they've talked you into believing that their happiness is your responsibility. And so you're working constantly in fix it, healing it mode, trying to make someone who's unhappy happy. That's not your job. That's their job, to find their happiness, to maintain their happiness, to make themselves happy. And so it feels like they've pushed a lot onto you. I'm unhappy and that's your fault. Something like that. There's a need here. The challenge is to learn how to love yourself, what love is. I do not perceive that this type of activity that I've been talking about is love. Maybe you were raised to believe that was love, and that's part of the beliefs that you're letting go of. The challenge to love yourself, this isn't about, I love myself, I'm taking a bath and I'm getting a massage. Those are really wonderful ways of loving and nurturing yourself, but that's not the kind of love I'm talking about. I'm talking about not giving from an empty cup. Being able to ask for help, being able to have conversations about your needs and your desires without that going into a fight. Feels like this person is bothered by you having needs and wants and you having emotions, you being a human with your own feelings and emotions. So instead of repressing those emotions and trying to turn yourself into the version that this person might love, loving yourself, taking the middleman out of it, starting to validate your own experience, validate your own emotions. This person invalidates. It's a bit crazy making. Learning how to create healthy boundaries is a great way of loving yourself. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like, oh, I feel so loving. Setting a healthy boundary, saying no. Actually, the first couple times I started saying no, I don't want to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. No, that's not what I want. You're not hearing me. No. I was terrified. My nervous system was completely dysregulated, but I did it anyway because I love myself and I'm showing myself how to love myself. Don't give from an empty cup. All right. Last messages for Pisces. Last messages for Pisces. What next steps, what advice, what would be helpful? It does seem, if you are frustrated, if you are angry, that you could really use that energy if you direct it towards what you want to create, to allow you to let go of this person and the relationship and take that energy and direct it towards what you want. The last card is Hermit. It feels like the suggestion that I'm receiving here is a willingness to go at it alone. The Hermit card, this person goes on a journey through steep, steep mountains. It's slow going. It's treacherous. It's difficult. But when this person reaches the top of that mountain, they have reached enlightenment, a wisdom, an understanding. It feels like that's what you're wanting, is that enlightenment. And it feels like for some of you who are like, yes, that sounds good, there's a need to, it feels like journeying by yourself, having some adventures of healing, of moving, of going somewhere different, taking yourself, leading yourself will help you heal from this, help you separate from the energies. It feels like it would be very healing for you. However, with that being said, you're the one that has to make the decision, Pisces, because you would have to do the work. Take the leap of faith, do the healing take all the steps that it takes to go towards what you prefer. So it's easily said by someone online, but this is an invitation to a quest, quite a journey. So I hope that helps, Pisces. Take care. Have a great March.